20 Most Developed Countries in Africa 2020. Hello Disflowers, welcome back to another informative video and thanks for watching. In this video we'll be taking you around the beautiful continent of Africa, bringing you the top 20 most developed countries in Africa. A developed country is defined as a sovereign state that has a buoyant economy and technologically advanced infrastructure when compared to other nations. There are several factors that determine whether a country or not is developed, such as the political stability, gross domestic product, industrialization, and freedom. The Human Development Index was developed by the United Nations to measure human development in a country. The UNHDI is a statistical measure that gauges a country's level of human development, taking into account how income is turned into education and health opportunities, and therefore into higher levels of human development. HDI is quantified by looking at the country's human development such as education, health, transport network, standard of living, and life expectancy. HDI is set on a scale from 0 to 1, with most countries in Europe dominating the list. The most developed country in Africa only occupies the 62nd position in the world, which indicates that Africa still has a long way to go when it comes to development. As of 2020, Norway is the most developed country in the world. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. While the most developed country in the world might not be in Africa, Africa, however, has its fair share of developed countries. So without any further delay and going by the Human Development Index, here are the top 20 most developed countries in Africa. Number 20. Angola, HDI 0.574. Starting off on the 20th place is the beautiful country of Angola. Angola is the 7th largest country in Africa. Angola has made substantial economic and political progress since the end of the war in 2002. However, the country continues to face massive development changes, which include reducing its dependency on oil and diversifying the economy, rebuilding its infrastructure, and improving institutional capacity, governance, public financial management systems, human development indicators, and the living conditions of the population. Angola currently has a population of about 31.1 million people and a nominal GDP of about $124.6 million. With a Human Development Index of 0.574, it is the 20th most developed country in Africa. Number 19. Kenya, HDI 0.579. Kenya is not only one of the most powerful countries in East Africa, it is also one of the most powerful in the entire continent of Africa. Its capital city, Nairobi, is one of the most beautiful and visited cities in Africa. Kenya has a population of about 47.5 million people and a nominal GDP of about $109 million. Kenya has significant political, structural, and economic reforms that have largely driven sustained economic growth, social development, and political gains over the past decade. We have a dedicated video on the 10 things you didn't know about Kenya. Click on the card on your screen to check it out. Number 18. Equatorial Guinea, HDI 0.588. Progress in human development is below Equatorial Guinea's economic potential. According to the HDI, the country went from 139 of 188 countries in 2016 to 141 of 187 in 2017. The gross enrollment rate in primary education was 80% and the grade repetition rate was 24%. Unemployment affected 25% of the working age population in 2017, and the hydrocarbon sector employed only 4% of the workforce. The Spanish-speaking country currently has a population of about 1.3 million people and currently ranks as the 18th most developed country in Africa. Number 17. Zambia, HDI 0.591. Located in the southern part of Africa, Zambia is a landlocked country with a population of about 17.4 million people. The country has seen tremendous improvement in its health and education sectors in recent years and is amongst one of the safest and most peaceful countries in Africa. With an HDI of about 0.591, Zambia currently ranks as the 17th most developed country in Africa. Number 16. Ghana, HDI 0.596. Ghana is a country located in the western part of Africa. It is one of the most beautiful and visited countries in that part of the continent. Ghana is the world's second largest cocoa producer behind Ivory Coast and Africa's biggest gold miner after South Africa. It is one of the continent's fastest growing economies and has made major progress in the attainment and consolidation of growth. Significant progress has been made in poverty reduction. Accra is the capital of Ghana, and the country is inhabited by about 31 million people. Click on the card on your screen to check out the video on 10 things you didn't know about Ghana. Number 15. Republic of Congo, HDI 0.608. The Republic of Congo is a country located on the central part of Africa. It has a population of about 5.3 million people and a GDP of about $11.1 billion. Over the years, the Republic of Congo under the leadership of Denis Sassou Nguesso has seen tremendous improvement in its infrastructural development, especially in the domain of transportation. Though bribery and corruption is still a major problem in the country is however making great strides. Number 14. Eswatini, HDI 0.608. Going back to the southern part of Africa, we have the small landlocked country of Eswatini. Though Eswatini is small in both surface area and population, it is however one of the richest countries in Africa when it comes to per capita income. The country has a nominal per capita income of about $4,100. The country under the leadership of King Mswati III is working toward the accomplishment of the Sustainable Development Goals. Eswatini is clean, peaceful, and the 14th most developed country in Africa. Number 13. Sao Tomé and Principé, HDI 0.609. This is probably the first time most of you are hearing about this country. Sao Tomé and Principé is a small island country in the Gulf of Guinea, off the western equatorial coast of Central Africa. It consists of two archipelagos around the two main islands of Sao Tomé and Principé, about 140 kilometers apart and about 250 and 225 kilometers off the northwestern coast of Gabon. The country has a population of about 212,000 people and is the 13th most developed country in Africa, with a Human Development Index of 0.609. The economy of the country depends mainly on agriculture and tourism. Number 12. Namibia, HDI 0.645. Namibia is a country in southern Africa and one of the richest on the continent. Though the country is one of the most sparsely populated countries in the world, it however has the best infrastructures on the continent. The country has a very solid health and educational system, and its road network is amongst the best on the continent. We have several dedicated videos on Namibia, such as things you didn't know about Namibia, best places to visit in Namibia, and reasons why you should visit Namibia. Click on the card on your screen to check it out. Number 11. Cape Verde, HDI 0.651. Now, most of you will probably be shocked to see Cape Verde on this list. Officially the Republic of Cabo Verde, it is an island country in the Central Atlantic Ocean. The country has a population of about 550,000 people and a per capita income of $3,000, which is amongst the best in Africa. Cape Verde's notable economic growth and improvement in living conditions, despite the lack of natural resources, has garnered international recognition, with other countries and international organizations often providing development aid. Since 2007, the UN has classified it as developing nation rather than a least developed country. Number 10. Morocco, HDI 0.676. Morocco's economy is solid and versatile. The country has seen unexpected growth in various industries over the years. Lately, the country is facing an economic slowdown. This has not prevented them from engaging in massive infrastructural development. Currently, the country is focusing on enhancing its high value-added industries, and this has brought about a strong recovery on the European market. The main challenge remains boosting the private sector to encourage job creation for the younger generation. Morocco ranks as the 10th most developed country in Africa and 123rd in the world. Number 9. Egypt, HDI 0.700. Since early 2014, Egypt has constantly been improving its economic activities. Amendments and reforms adopted seem to bear fruits as the country has seen their GDP grow by 5.3%. Export of goods and services, improvement in foreign exchange reserves, and a more dynamic tourism sector have greatly contributed to the massive development in Egypt. The coming years will tell if the government manages to cut down the unemployment rate and improve the weak healthcare system of the country. In terms of development, Egypt ranks at the 9th position in Africa and 114th position globally. Number 8. Gabon, HDI 0.702. Gabon is located in Central Africa and is the 5th largest oil producer in Africa. Gabon has one of the highest urbanization rates on the African continent. The upper middle income has known strong development over the past decade, which was mainly driven by its production of oil and manganese. The oil sector accounts for 45% of the country's GDP and 60% of fiscal revenue on average over the past years. As the country's oil reserves face a decline, Gabon is looking for other areas of expansion. Investment in the private sector is encouraged as the country looks to break free of their reliance on the oil sector. Gabon is one of the richest countries in Africa with a per capita income of about $16,431 and a life expectancy of 66 years. Number 7. South Africa, HDI 0.705. With its highly developed economy and advanced economic infrastructure, South Africa is a major player on the African continent. Being one of the world's largest producers and exporters of gold and platinum, the country has considerably developed its financial, legal, energy, and transport sectors. Lately, progress is slowing down and South Africa is known to have one of the highest inequality rates in the world. South Africa has some of the most beautiful cities in Africa. The per capita income of SA is about $11,923 and the life expectancy is 63.4 years. Number 6. Libya, HDI 0.708. Despite the crisis Libya has been through in recent years, improved political arrangements have seen the country develop considerably over a short period of time. Libya is one of the top oil producing countries in Africa and has a per capita income of $12,100, making it one of the richest countries on the continent. The life expectancy of Libya is 72 years. According to the HDI, Libya comes at the 6th position at the continental level and at the 110th position at the global level. Number 5. Botswana, HDI 0.728. Botswana gained its independence in 1966. At that time, it was one of the poorest countries in the world. Yet, it quickly became an example of development success on the African continent, averaging 5% growth per annum over the past decade. The economy is mainly driven by mining, construction, and the service sector. One major problem the country has to deal with is poverty, which is due to a high level of unemployment. Botswana is located on the southern part of Africa and has a population of about 2.2 million people. Number 4. Tunisia, HDI 0.739. With a relatively turbulent past, Tunisia has gradually developed into a more stable economy. The country is slowly recovering from the years of conflict and growth is steadily gaining momentum. Tunisia's economy is mainly supported by electrical and mechanical exports, tourism, agriculture, but poverty remains a major roadblock for the northern African country's ambitions. Certain regions show up to 30.8% of the population living in dire conditions. According to the HDI, Tunisia has a life expectancy of 75.9 years and ranks at the 4th position in Africa and 91st in the world. Number 3. Algeria, HDI 0.759. Algeria is the largest country in Africa in terms of land area and has a population of about 42.2 million people. Algeria has achieved a remarkable feat by reducing poverty by 20% in the past 2 decades. The largely positive economic performance of the country has improved development and greatly contributed to socio-economic stability. On the downside, depressed oil prices have brought a rapid decline to Algeria's currency reserves. The country's per capita is about $13,802 and has a life expectancy of 76 years. Number 2. Mauritius, HDI 0.798. Mauritius is a beautiful island country located in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Africa. After gaining its independence in 1968, Mauritius has managed to greatly improve and stabilize its economy. With its 1.3 million multicultural inhabitants, the country is considered as one of the most promising countries in Africa. One of the key challenges of Mauritius is reducing income-based inequality, which has been on the rise as the economy progresses. The main source of revenue in Mauritius is through tourism and agriculture. The country is the second richest country in Africa with a GDP of $20,189. Mauritius has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. It is currently the second most developed country in Africa according to the HDI and the 65th in the world. Number 1. Seychelles, HDI 0.801. Seychelles holds several records when it comes to African countries. The country is the richest African country with a GDP of about $26,000. Seychelles has the most powerful passport in Africa and is currently the most developed country in Africa according to the HDI. With approximately 97,500 inhabitants, Seychelles drives most of its economic growth through tourism. This has been gradually moving the country's position towards upper middle income. One of the main challenges for Seychelles is to reduce its dependence on tourism. This could be achieved by attracting investments in other business sectors. The average life expectancy in Seychelles is 73.3 years, and the country currently ranks as the 62nd most developed country in the world. There you have it, explorers. Those were the 20 most developed countries in Africa. If you did enjoy the video, do want to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends.